Hey guys, it's Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, and today I will be wrapping up the Buzzword Readathon. For the Buzzword Readathon, the buzzword was you, and I read 3 books this week, which was really good for me because one book was over 500 pages and then the second book was between 400 and 500 pages. So that's pretty good for me. So I read 2 physical books and listened to 1 audiobook, but you would have seen that vlog already, which I will link up here for you to watch. So let's just get into it. So the first book I read was You Don't Have to Say You Love Me by Sarah Manning. This book was amazing. I enjoyed it so much. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. If you like a sexy, fun, quirky book, this is the book for you. And because it is almost like 600 pages. No, it's not. It's over 500. It's 550 pages, guys. Like, that's crazy. But if you love a real chunky book about a chunky girl, this is the book for you. This book focuses on Neve, who is an archivist in London, but all of her family says she's a librarian. And Neve is a size 16, so she's not that confident in herself, but she used to be a size 32. So she has come a long way, but she still thinks of herself as a size 32, so she is still quite down about her weight, even though she's banging. One day at this New Year's party with her sister, Neve comes across Max. So Max is known as the office slut, that he will get with anyone and he will try to weasel his way into anything. And he sets his sights on Neve for the night. And Neve's like, nah, don't want ya, like, you just want me because everyone else said no. Max is like, I could get someone else, but I want you. So Neve thinks back to when she was in college and there was this guy named William there who she was hopelessly in love with, and William is now in America, but he is set to come back in 3 months' time. And that's why Neve has lost all this weight, because she knows that once William comes back and sees that she's now a size 10, she's gonna be the love of his life. But Neve has never slept with anyone, or let alone be in a romantic relationship with anyone. So she thinks that Max should be a good starting point to start off her sexual endeavors, so that she is going to be amazing for William. And Max goes, whatever, I'll do it. So their first night, Neve actually pretty much runs away screaming. They don't even have sex because Neve is that down on herself and that self-conscious that she just couldn't do it. She could not go through with it. So Max leaves, and then they're both like really cranky at each other. Then Neve goes and writes him a letter saying, sorry, but this is what it is. Would you like to be my pancake relationship? So the term pancake relationship is when you put the first pancake into the pan and it's cooking. It's always really bad because you don't know what the temperature you should be cooking it at and all that. So they're calling Max and Neve's relationship the pancake relationship because everyone throws away the first pancake. And they legit have the most amazing relationship. Max really brings Neve out of her little shell, and she starts becoming this whole another woman, and I loved it so much. But she still had so much self-hate and self-doubt in herself, so I really liked that even though Max brought her out of her comfort zone, she didn't fix her. And I loved that in a book, because a man does not need to fix you. You need to fix yourself first. And one of the things in this book is Neve is like, can you not do this sort of thing? And Max is like, all right, but you need to stop commenting about your weight and how big you are, because you're not big, all right? And I'm like, yes. And even though Neve does slip up from time to time, Max tells her that it's okay, she's amazing, she's gorgeous, and I loved it so much. The ending of this book was really good. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars just because of my enjoyment while reading this and the story, and it was just really good, and I really recommend this to anyone. Also, the sex scenes were not too smutty, like curl your toes, but it was still like, it was a good level of smut. So the next book I read for the Buzzword Readathon was Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. This book I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. It was really good. I really did enjoy this book. There was just some aspects of it that I wasn't biggest fan of, but I can't really tell you what they are. After reading You Don't Have to Say You Love Me and then going to this, I just don't know why it wasn't a 5 stars for me. But this was amazing. So this book focuses on Alex, who has schizophrenia, and she has just been kicked out of her old school, so she's at a new school now. And when she was about 7 or 8, just before she was diagnosed with schizophrenia, she met this boy at the grocery store, and she got his help to help free some lobsters, and he had the bluest eyes ever, and then she never saw him again. So she just thought that he was part of the hallucinations of her schizophrenia. But when she gets to this new school, this boy is there, and she couldn't believe it that she didn't actually make this dude up, and it was so good. I liked this. There was like a little mystery going on at the school. Alex didn't know if what she was seeing was real or if it wasn't real because of her schizophrenia, but she couldn't really ask anyone because that would freak them out. I loved the relationship between Alex and Miles. Those two were they just clicked. And because Miles does have a family member that is not the same as Alex, but he understands it. So Alex does get that with him, which I thought was amazing. Alex's coping mechanism was so heartbreaking, and my heart actually broke when I found out about it. And I won't spoil it for you, but it was devastating. And I kind of knew, but I didn't. There was some people there that I'm like, is that part of hallucination or is that person real? But yeah, all in all, this book was really good, and you should really pick it up if you just want a little bit of an insight to schizophrenia. Definitely go for your life. And the last book I actually listened to an audiobook was You by Carolyn Katniss. Oh my gosh, this book just blows your mind. The audiobook in general was just amazing. Like, that's why I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, because the narrator was super into it. Like, you felt scared when the main character gets really angry, and when he was just the different emotions. With some narrators, they can't convey emotions when they're speaking or when they're reading from a book, but the narrator for this book was just 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 stars. Like, good job. This book focuses on Joe and Beck. So Joe is a clerk at a bookstore, and Beck is a customer there. And when Beck comes into the bookstore, Joe becomes instantly obsessed with her. And it's really creepy. When you're reading this book, Joe is basically writing a letter to Beck, but telling Beck what she's doing. So I'll just read an excerpt basically from the start of the book so you can kind of get a guess of what I'm talking about. You walk into the bookstore and you keep your hand on the door to make sure it doesn't slam. You smile, embarrassed to be a nice girl, and your nails are bare, and your V-neck sweater is beige, and it's impossible to know if you're wearing a bra, but I don't think that you are. You're so clean that you're dirty, and you murmur your first word to me, hello, when most people would just pass by, but not you, and your loose pink jeans and a pink spun from Charlotte's Web, and where did you come from? The whole book is like that, and there were times when you meet Beck's friends, and Joe doesn't like them for obvious reasons, and you kind of don't like them either, but you know that you should because you know that Joe is the bad guy. But it was just crazy, and I cannot wait to go watch the Netflix series now. I didn't want to watch the Netflix show first because I didn't want to get spoiled for the book, but I'm so glad I finally picked this up. I was supposed to read this last year, but never got around to it, and I'm just so glad that I finally did. Okay, so these are the 3 books that I read for the Buzzword Readathon. Let me know what you read for the Buzzword Readathon, because I would love to know. If you read You for the first time, let me know. Like, talk to me down in the comments because I want to talk to someone about this. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like to see more. If you want to add me on Goodreads, Instagram, or Twitter, my name is @sashreads, and I will see you next time. Bye!